I am Sumati Dhingra from Shri Guru Kripa Vidya Sankul. Standard 7 topic is nutrition in plants. What is nutrition in plant? The process of taking food by an organism and how that food is utilized in the body, that is called nutrition. All organisms need food. They use that food, utilize that food for the various purposes, like to get energy, for their growth and for the reproduction. For this, all organisms require food. As food contain different nutrient, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, so all these nutrition comes from that word nutrients. Like all organisms require food for doing their various activity, same way the plants also need nutrient or the food to survive. There are different modes of nutrition. There are basically two modes of nutrition, or we can say two ways of nutrition: autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic words come from actually the two words. That is, one is auto and other is trophic. Auto word means self and trophic means nourishment or nutrient. Those organisms, so autotrophic actually means self-nutrient. Those organisms which take their food by themselves, by their self, they are known as autotrophic mode of nutrition. And the mode of nutrition, if we want to define the mode of nutrition in which an organism make its foods themselves from the simple substances present in their surrounding, that is called autotrophic nutrition. And the organism having that autotrophic mode of nutrition, they are known as autotroph. Example, all the green plants and bacteria prepare their food by themselves. They themselves prepare their food, so they come under autotrophic and we call them autotrophs. As green plants prepare their own food and also they produce the food for the other, so they are also called as producer, as they produce the food for the other living organism. Other living organism like human being, animals, they also depend upon the plants for their food. So the green plants are called as producers. Next type of mode of nutrition is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. As same way is the autotrophic, heterotrophic mode of nutrition also comes from the two word, or you can say it is derived from the two words. One is hetero and other is trophic. Hetero means others and trophic means nutrition or nourishment. So that mode of nutrition in which an organism cannot make its own food from simple substances but depend on others for their food, or we can say they depend upon plants directly or indirectly, they are come under heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Organism, they are having heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they are known as heterotrophs. As heterotroph cannot prepare their own food, so they depend upon plants for their food, either directly or indirectly. Example, animals and non-green plants are come under heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Photosynthesis. As we have said, the plants are autotroph. They prepare their food themselves. But how they prepare their food themselves? That is by the process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is that process by which green plants prepare their own food. We cannot give them food, but they themselves prepare their own food. That is why we call them autotroph. They themselves prepare their food from simple substances like carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, and especially in the presence of sunlight. This is called photosynthesis, that process by which green plants make their own food. They are known as autotroph and their process is known as photosynthesis. Actually, photosynthesis is also formed by the combination of two words. One is photo and other is synthesis. Photo means, if we were talking about the photo means light coming to us. So photo means light and synthesis means synthesize, to synthesize something, to combination of two component or to synthesize. So photosynthesis is that process by which plants prepare their own food. But as we are preparing our food in the, not in the at all at home, but we are preparing the food in only in the kitchen. Same way where the plants prepare their food. So leaves are the food factories, or we can say the kitchen of the plant, where they prepare their food. Leaves are called the food factories of the plant, or we can say kitchen of the plant, where they can prepare their food. As plants synthesize their food, same way if we have to synthesize the food, we have to make some raw material. We have to arrange some raw material in our kitchen. Same way plants also have to collect the raw materials for the synthesis of their food. What are that raw material and how that raw material reaches the kitchen? As the food is prepared in the kitchen, or the food is prepared in the plants in the kitchen, that is the leaves. So what are the things required for the photosynthesis? Mainly, as we have discussed, photosynthesis is the process by which carbon dioxide react with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. That chlorophyll is actually present in the green leaves. These are the four things. Carbon dioxide when react with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it will form the food for the plants. That we will call it here sugar. Sugar means the food for the plant. Plant prepare their food by this process. This is the reaction of photosynthesis by which plants prepare their food in the presence of carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. So this is the whole diagram. Here you can see in the leaves there are green color pigment is present. That pigment is known as chlorophyll. And sunlight, when the plants use this sunlight to do this process of photosynthesis. And what is the kitchen? Kitchen is the green leaves. In green leaves they do the photosynthesis and prepare their food, that is carbohydrate. What are the essential components? As I have told you that when we are preparing the food in our kitchen, we require some raw material. Same way when plants have to synthesize their food, they also require some raw material. The raw material, or we can say the essential component required for the process of photosynthesis, the component required for the photosynthesis are chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. These are the four essential components required by the plant to do the process of photosynthesis. These are the raw material to prepare the food. First is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is what is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is actually the green color substance or a green color pigment which is present in the leaves of the plant. Only that is why the color of the leaves is green, because of this presence of green colored substance, that we call it the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, what is the function of chlorophyll? How that works? Chlorophyll traps the sun energy. Chlorophyll traps the sun energy, the solar energy, and that energy is utilized for preparing the food by the process of photosynthesis. Next raw material is sunlight. Without sunlight, as the name of the process is photosynthesis, so it cannot take place without sunlight. Photo means light. So here the photosynthesis process is carried out with sunlight. Chlorophyll, which is already, as I have told you, it is present in the leaves of the plant. It will trap the sunlight and this energy is utilized. And the energy produced during this process, the chlorophyll trap the solar energy, and that energy is used for preparing the food. Here solar energy, solar means sunlight energy is called the solar energy, and that solar energy is converted into chemical energy, because here the solar energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll and photosynthesis reaction take place and synthesis of food, as I have told you, food or carbohydrate. So that solar energy is converted into chemical energy. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy. Next, other raw materials which are required after chlorophyll and sunlight is carbon dioxide. How plants get the other raw material like carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis? green plants take carbon dioxide. As we know, carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere. But how plants absorb that carbon dioxide to use it for the process of photosynthesis? In the plants, leaves of the plant, there are present small, very tiny holes are present on the leaves of the plant. That holes are called stomata. Through these stomata, the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere is absorbed by that holes which are present in the leaves of the plant. So that tiny pores which are present in the leaves of the plant, that are known as stomata. These pores actually is surrounded by a guard cell. These pores are surrounded by guard cells. As in our society or in our school, there is a guard which help to keep the gate closed and open. Same way, these pores gate is open and closed by the guard cells. These pores is surrounded by the guard cell. There are two guard cells which surround the stomata. Here the stomata is closed and here the stomata is open. So this way these guard cells regulate the opening and closing of carbon dioxide through these pores which are known as stomata. And where these stomata are present? These are present in the leaves. Next is the water and mineral. As I have told you, there are 4 raw materials are required for the process of photosynthesis, and fourth one is water and mineral. As we are giving water to the plants in the soil, and through the soil the roots of the plant absorb the water and mineral. So root absorb the water and mineral from the soil, and it is transported from that roots of the plant, it is transported to various parts of the plant. Through the roots it will absorb the water, and through a pipe-like channel it will transport to each and every part of the plant. So this way plants do the process of photosynthesis. They prepare their own food using these 4 raw materials: chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and mineral. Thank you.